Alright, I think I'm gonna shut Cuphead off and go ahead and start what I wanted to do today. So basically, assuming that my microphone's working, I wanted to do like a little just morning kind of chillin', waking up from last night, because I am still thinking about mouthwashing, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's like super cool and certainly not for everybody. But I really, really respected what it did. But I kind of want something low key for the morning to kind of get me into like a normal Saturday mode. So I have a couple of hours. So what I was gonna do was put on a little Saturday morning cartoon and play Crash Bandicoot, whatever the fuck this game's called, Crash Team Racing, and just start a new game and just kind of chill for a little bit. I have a hair appointment in a couple of hours, so I'm not going to be here for like a terrible amount of time. Um, but yeah, and if anybody is currently watching and wants to confirm that my microphone's working, that would be super. Yeah. Okay, I just tested it myself, and it is. So, anyway, I'm gonna switch over to gaming, um, and put up the stuff that I wanted to put up, which might take me a second because I'm dumb and I don't always remember how to do these things. So this is our game. My controller should be on, and Crash Bandicoot should be on. Okay, it looks like I'm doing everything right. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna let the intro to CTR run. Let me know if the volume's good or if it's too quiet or whatever. But this is a game that I like a good bit, but don't play nearly enough. And it's one of those games that like I played dozens of times as a kid, as the different characters that you're able to choose. So like I'm familiar with it, but it's also been like years since I've really committed to playing it. It's also one of those games that so here's my history with Crash Team Racing. I played this instead of Mario Kart, and instead of Diddy Kong Racing. So like this is my retro 90s, early 2000s, whatever the fuck, racing game of choice. Because I know everybody's like got an opinion about this. Which I get it, you know, like you like what you like. Um, but my opinion's right, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we are gonna do adventure mode, and I am gonna start a new game. Once I get this rolling, I'm probably gonna watch the Super Mario 3 cartoon on the side. um, but I just wanted to get through like the intro of Crash Team Racing before I really like committed to watching something Saturday cartoon style. Um, and then from there I'll probably like yap the fuck over the cartoon. So if that's not your thing, like you know. But anyway, what I really liked about this game is it's the first like Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot game that lets you pick who you play as. Um, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the last Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot game, because I don't think that they contributed to Crash Bash. I'm pretty sure that was after they had sold it to, like, Traveler's Tales or whoever took Crash after Naughty Dog was done with him. So, under normal circumstances, I would probably play as Crash because he's my favorite guy to play as. And he's, like, kind of like the Mario of this game in the sense that he's, like, completely neutral. Like, he's just, like, decent at everything. But that's no fun. So what I was thinking was that I probably played as one of my boys, which is either going to be Dingo Dial or Tiny. I will say, out of all of the characters in this game, I've never played a single game of this as like Cortex or Engine or whatever, but I'm pretty sure I've played as everybody else. I'm probably gonna go with Dingo Dial, to be completely honest, because he's my favorite guy. like absolute favorite guy. So whatever. I don't really, your name doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna be Penis, probably. You can... I think this is just for, like, save game purposes. Oh, looks like I've already started a game as Dingodile under the name P, so I'm glad to know that I'm at least consistent. Yeah, so I'll let the intro run, and then I'll probably put on a cartoon for a little bit. I'm pretty sure the intro is, like... Is it customized per character? Oh, no. Oh, no, it's just if you're a bad guy, you get Uka Uka. There's something really funny to me about... I'm just gonna shut him up, because I don't give a shit. There's something really funny to me about, like, kind of casual Uka Uka, because this is, like, the first game that he showed up in after Warped. And, like, he's just kind of chilling. Like, he's not really, like, a bad guy. The objective of this game is, like, save the world from the alien that wants to take it over via racing, which is fun. But anyway, I'm gonna put Mario in the background. It is a legend no one will forget. Everyone thought King Koopa had left the... This show sucks. Like, literally just dead ass, it sucks ass. But there's something fun about it. Let me know if it's like noise stimulation overload, having too many things running at once. I'm gonna like get used to playing this game again. Oh, I love this game's drift. It's honestly some of the coolest, like, handling. I really think it handles, like, way better than any Mario Kart or Diddy Kong did at the time. So speaking of my history with racing games, I never had a, I got a PS1 as, like, my first, like, console that was bought for us, specifically. You know, my dad had, like... Hold on. Oh, I fucked it up. My dad had a Sega Master System, and something else. I'm gonna be really bad at first because I just do not remember how to play this game. So forgive me. If you can, forgive me. But my dad had a Sega Master System 2, and an Intellivision, like the Mattel Intellivision, which is a super interesting console to me. I don't remember how to do boost. I'll figure it out. But this game's like boosting and turns and stuff. It feels so good. God, the voices that they chose for the Koopalings in this game. Like, is this the first Mario that decided that the Koopalings were his children? Like, first Mario media? Or did they have it in, like, the instruction manuals of Mario 3 that, like, these are Bowser's kids or some shit like that that was, like, absolutely not correct? Maybe you can't do boost in this game. Either I'm dumb or you can't do boost in this game, and either is completely plausible to me. But anyway, this is also kind of my test stream, like how well can I yap to myself. So forgive me if it's a little bit clunky. I'm a baby and I'm new at being alive. So it is what it is. Eventually I'll probably start paying a little bit more attention to the cartoon, maybe. But also this cartoon sucks ass. I literally, like, I debated what I wanted to put on. And I think if I continue to do, like, a Saturday morning cartoons, maybe, like, once a month, because I do work on Saturdays most of the time, or at least, like, half the time, I'll consider watching different cartoons that I'm allowed to watch without getting into, like, major trouble. Mostly, like, whatever is, like, particularly nostalgic for me, and it's gonna give me that Saturday cartoon vibe. Oh my god, I love the baddies of CTR. My audio is quiet. Like the audio of the game, or me, like my person. I'll crank it up a little bit. Let's see. crank up Crash, and I will crank up, my general desktop audio. Okay. Let me know if that's better. I'm also like dog shit at looking at chat. So you can like, CXP, you can like tell me in Discord and I'm more likely to look at that, but appreciate it. I'm also gonna mod you, if I haven't already. Oh, it's my voice. Okay. Is this better? Or is there is there possibly too much sound happening at once? Because that's likely. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I turned my desktop audio down a little bit and turned my microphone up, so hopefully that fixes everything. I'll moderate you later, but just remind me, as in you're not gonna remind me, but like I will remember because I just said remind me. Anyway, so I had this game because we got a PS1 whenever I was little, and I was like obsessed, absolutely obsessed with Crash Bandicoot. Like, I'm pretty sure, I have to figure out what the timing is on that. I'm pretty sure my first game on the PS2, or PS1, PS1, was Crash Bandicoot 2. Like, I'm pretty sure that is the game that we had with our, PS1. But I don't truly remember, because it's just, like, been so long. Oop. Oh, I'm dog shit, I'm garbage. Oh. So you can, like, you can dodge, it's kind of like Koopa shells, like red shells in Mario Kart. If you're getting attacked with a missile, you can block it, but it's, like, only with, like, a TNT or a Nitro. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong and I could be lying. And I'm gonna move my mouse, actually, because I'm obviously playing this on an actual system and not on my computer. I don't know if anybody cares about that. Like, not people. I know people don't care, but I don't think Twitch cares. But I own this game physically. Don't arrest me. Anyway. So, yeah. So, I had... I was, like, Crash Bandicoot obsessed. Anybody who, like, knows me knows that I'm Crash Bandicoot obsessed. It's just, like, a personality trait. It's just, like, a quirky trait of mine. But... my Crash game of choice is 2. Like, always, forever, Crash 2. It's the best one. And, truthfully, if you say that Warped is the best one, you have not played Crash 2 and Crash 3 in succession. Oops, I looked away. In succession, like, recently. Like, it's pure nostalgia goggles. Oops, I forgot I have rewind. Ignore that. I'm not gonna use it to cheat. Oh my god. Sorry, I, like, just looked over and they, like, turned that man into a dog. Like, just thinking about the concept of, like, why didn't he just kill them? Instead, he chose to turn him into a dog. I think the plot of this show and the plot of Mario 3 in general is, like, absolutely hilarious. But anyway. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I don't need you. I don't need you. Uka Uka will sometimes, like, show up and, like, give advice, and I literally don't give a fuck. He could tell me anything, and I just don't care. So, yeah. So, whenever CTR came out, it was basically on site. Like, we got that, because my parents, like, knew how obsessed with Crash Bandicoot we were, but mostly me. My sister also liked Crash, but she was, like, kind of more into Spyro, because Spyro's easier and kind of chiller. I mean, easier in, like a skill way. Like, Crash kind of expects you to be a little bit, like, crazy about it, like, crazy with it. It expects you to die a lot. It's, like, it's basically the Dark Souls of PS1 games. I can't say that with a straight face. I've also never played Dark Souls, disclaimer. Maybe that's a thing I can stream sometime. is me playing Dark Souls blind, because literally it's not entirely, it's a little disingenuous to say I've never played Dark Souls, because I have played Dark Souls 1, but only like an hour of it, and I was completely drunk at my friend's house, because he wanted me to play it while drunk. That was like specifically his request to me. So anyway, I think over time, if I do continue to do Saturday morning cartoons streams and I continue to stream and like it, then I will look into different cartoons that I remember watching. I never watched this cartoon, and I'm pretty sure it was an 80s thing, and I'm not that old, so maybe that's a mean way to, oh fuck, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm okay. Why? Oh my god, they just gave me a fucking blue shell in second place. That's insane. So yeah, this game has like similar item loadout that Mario Kart has, where like the TNTs are banana shells, banana peels, and I don't know. Is it gonna fucking sing? I'm gonna have to pick a different cartoon if the shit sings at me. Like, no offense, but I'm not putting up with that. I truthfully, like, I don't really remember the sort of cartoons that I used to watch. Oh, am I dumb? Am I dumb as fuck? I just killed myself with that? Oh, fuck you. So the bombs are, like, green shells. And you can get, like, it's a kind of a skill shot thing. Oh, he's stupid. But, like, as you get more Wumpa Fruit, it upgrades your item. So you do want to hit the, like, fruit boxes and stuff, because if you get 10 Wumpa Fruit, you get the upgraded version of that item. And what I thought was really interesting about this game growing up, is that you can, like, if you get on a TNT, you can, like, squinch it. You can jump a little bit, and it will pop off your head. So, like, if you're skilled with it, you can lose the TNTs. But, like, the nitros will hurt you. God, this show sucks ass. I think, like I was saying, I think what I would like to do is put on shows that I remember watching Saturday mornings, which, truthfully, like, I don't really remember. I just remember the shows that I liked. You know, like, Rocco and, like, Angry Beavers and, what else? Okay, I must be doing this wrong. Because I remember you being able to do, like, really tight turns. Okay, that's kind of it. I'll get used to it as I play. And Dingodil's handling is not great. Like, he's a speed character, essentially. America's in the real world, as I'm always saying. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, Wendy Koopa. Okay, I'm, like, really on the fence about this Koopa, because he's not Bowser. He's King Koopa. Don't get it twisted. This is not Bowser. So if you want to get technical about Super Mario's lore, like, the Koopa kids are Koopa's kids, but they are not Bowser's kids. And I guess that's the technicality of King Koopa's lore. Now, it does raise the question, because if Koopa and Bowser are not the same man, have they, A, explored each other's bodies? We need to know. But B, do they exist in the same universe together? Because we have technically never seen Bowser and Koopa in the same spot, but they aren't the same man. So those are the sorts of questions I ask whenever I learn that Koopa is not the same man as Bowser. Anyway, so I'm trying to think of other cartoons I watched, like, Cat Dog. Rugrats, obviously. Everybody watched Rugrats. What else? I watched a lot of Nickelodeon and not as much Cartoon Network. I didn't have Cartoon Network for a pretty long time. I don't remember getting Cartoon Network until I was like a teenager, because that's when I started watching like Teen Titans and like Ninja Turtles. I would watch a lot of Ninja Turtles on Cartoon Network and other stuff. I think I mean Pokemon and like Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously. Yu-Gi-Oh was kind of an acquired taste for me. I watched it a lot. Ooh. I watched it I watched it a lot while waiting for Pokemon to come on. But then I started to like kind of really like I'm stupid. I started to really like Yu-Gi-Oh. And honestly, like going back to Yu-Gi-Oh, it fucks. Like it's awesome. And you're like wrong if you don't like it. But that's okay. Especially like that era of Pokemon at the time, I thought was actually really good. I really liked Pokemon Advanced Adventures. And perhaps that's an incorrect opinion. I'm gonna get... Oh, I'm cool. I'm good. It's perhaps an incorrect opinion to think that Advanced Adventures is maybe on par in entertainment quality as, like... I want to say, like, Johto Journeys. Because Indigo League is GOAT. Like, Indigo League is so fucking good. Orange Islands is fine. But maybe it's homophobic of me, but I did not like Tracy. I just did not like Tracy. Sorry. But I will say, that what I really liked about Advanced Adventures is like the character dynamics, between like Ash and his friends in that one. I'm just gonna post that I'm doing stuff on my Discord servers to annoy people. Get that Barada cunt! Okay, Ripperoo needs to shut up. I really like this guy, but he's annoying as hell. Yeah, so... But yeah, Advanced Adventures is good, actually. I really like May, and I really like Max for some reason. I like him. Even though the Jirachi movie and like the movies that had May and Max in them are honestly dog as fuck. Like they're just not good. And maybe at some point, oh god, I was not looking. Maybe at some point I will reevaluate my opinion. But I've been rewatching Pokemon movies kind of sporadically. Oh, here's the thing you can do with the TNT. If you mash jump, you can fuck it up. So this game does have boss fights. It's similar to Diddy Kong in that respect. Are you kidding me? Fuck me. I'm gonna get killed. I fucked up that beginning, and it's just like gonna fuck me. And you're gonna have to listen to his little hee. Okay, I think just blasting the fuck out of the missiles is the best way to get them with it. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm fucked. Oh, okay. I'm fine. Anyway, yeah. So, I think the sort of cartoons I would like to put on that aren't Super Mario Brothers 3. I really wanted to put on Super Show, but I didn't feel like looking for it. It is on YouTube, pretty sure. But I think it's also on Netflix, and I don't know if I'll get in trouble for streaming it. And I don't know how much I care. But anyway, I'm not monetized, so maybe I just don't give a fuck. We'll see. Put a pin in that. I would love to stream Rugrats, because Rugrats is what, like, I have a lot to say about the Rugrats, especially, like, being an adult now and experiencing the way that like, the parents in Rugrats are with their children is, like, almost terrifying. Like, they just kind of let their infant babies do anything. Oh my god, is that, like, the president's wife? Opa's loading up the dome ship. This Princess Peach, or Toadstool, or whatever the fuck they call her, is a amazing Princess Peach. Like, I'm pretty sure she is also not the same woman. I don't think any of these people are the same. Like, this is not my Mario. Or my Luigi. It was really a choice to make him speak like that. So now that I have a key, Uka Uka will probably try to talk to me because I can go to the next zone. Yeah. But it also means I can revisit the old tracks that I did before. Shut the fuck up. And do, like, the coin challenge and the time trial. I really, really like the CTR challenge. The relic race is fine. It's just a time trial. But the CTR challenge is similar to the silver coins in Diddy Kong Racing. Except you just need to kind of, like, just locate CTR on the map and then win. But they kind of put them in cryptic areas, so you do have to know, like, some of the shortcuts, especially for later tracks. I feel like every single time I start a race, I'm gonna bitch about the fact that, like, I have no idea what the timing is. Good boy. Oh, yeah, see, like, you have to kind of go off the beaten path to get these. And I will be totally honest, I might fuck this up super bad and just save this for later. But I kind of just wanted to see a CTR challenge because it's been so long since I've done one. And I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure the CPU difficulty increases. What the fuck ever. Fuck me. I'm pretty sure the CPU difficulty increases. I need a boost to get up there. We'll see. I probably am not going to make this, and then I'm just going to continue to go to the next world. But I would have to read, like, an interview with Naughty Dog about this game. Jesus Christ, they made Wendy Koopa so annoying. I think this is a little bit misogynistic, I'm not going to lie. She's, like, one of two women in this show, and she's annoying as fuck. That's a little suspicious to me, brother. I say that half seriously. I'm absolutely, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Just don't worry about that. I'll get to it later. If I decide I want to 100% this. Which, given my history with CTR, I might, but I also just might not. I don't care. I did play, so I had never played Mario Kart 64. To be honest, I still to this day really have not played that much Mario 64. Mario Kart. And also Mario 64 himself. I really haven't played that much of that game because they're just simply games I, like, did not have on N64. We got an N64 pretty later. Oh god, I'm like dog shit at these sharp turns. This is gonna fuck me at, like, Cortex Castle. Oh, there we go. I think I did it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We're cooking now. I had played Diddy Kong Racing, but not because I owned it. It's because I played it at the orthodontist's office whenever I would go to, like, get my braces checked on. I would play it because they had it in the lobby. So that's my experience with Diddy Kong. I never owned it, and I never played it, outside of, like, whatever I could play in the orthodontist. I had recently emulated it, but I might have been stoned and I don't remember what happened. I don't remember how far I got. I don't even remember the character I chose, which is telling because that's the one thing I should remember. Probably Crunch, even though he's the worst character in that game. I'm fucked. Fuck me. Oh, that's the worst spot. And if you ever hear, like, noises from my computer, it's literally my screen tablet disconnecting and reconnecting, and I don't know how to get it to stop doing that. It's not my screen tablet. I'm borrowing it because I don't want to invest $200 in a screen tablet right now. I also kind of like, as I'm like doing this streaming shit, depending on how long I continue liking doing it, I might look into doing like drawing streams and chilling, and maybe not even talking, maybe just like having music. Like just kind of like a vibes thing. And those videos will probably get removed because my game playlists have a lot of Nintendo music, and I know that Nintendo is like kind of shitty about their like OSTs going up on like on VODs and stuff. So I'll see kind of what I think, but I am really doing the streaming thing for kind of two reasons. I really want to get back into playing games. Wow, he got the trick shot. Fuck me. No. Oh my god, I could have been so fucked right then because I just like TNT'd myself. Hold on. Kill him. Fuck that guy. Alright, I think I'm good, because I'm pretty sure this is the end. And even though Purr is, like, right up my ass, I think I beat him. Also, fun fact, for some reason, Purr is a boy, and I think that's not right. I think both Polar and Purr are girls, and they're lovers. But, anyway, that's, like, the doomed area of Crash Bandicoot, because otherwise... Oh, unless, like, the Crash Bandicoot, the CTR babes they're probably all dating. Because, like, that Tawna's in this game as, like, the babe for, like, Crash and Coco. And this is, like, old Tawna. It's, like, current... There's, like, alternate universe Tawna in Crash 4 who's better and also lesbian. Oh my god. It's so weird to see other humans in Mario. Like, it's so weird to address, like, the elephant in the room that, like... Toads aren't human, right? Like, they're not human. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, disclaimer. Maybe I should write this somewhere. Crash Bandicoot sometimes has racism caricatures. Ignore if I spelled that right or not. Just big apologies, because there are some not so great depictions of people in Crash Bandicoot. Like, they really chose to, like, I don't know the best way to put it, but if you know, you know, basically. Like, they sort of, like, villainize and, like, treat, like, I guess they're supposed to be, like, Mayan people, and again, don't cancel me, because they do it very bad in these old Crash games, and I think that it sucks. I don't think that they continued that trend into Crash 4, as far as I remember when I played it. They were, like, pretty wise about that, but the Crash Bandicoot remakes, like, the shitty remakes that I don't like, sorry, hot take, they do still leave the racist caricatures in the game, probably because they were like, this is the authentic Crash experience, but I genuinely think that they should have, maybe figured something else out for that. Again, I am here to cancel Crash Bandicoot. He should die. And even though I love him, it's his time. They need to euthanize Crash Bandicoot. Full thought. Anyway, oops, I looked away. I was looking at Princess Toadstool. If you hear my cats meowing, I'm sorry. They're babies and they're stupid little animals. They've already been fed, they are loved, and they're never neglected, but they act like they are all of those things. If you own a cat, you know. That's just how it is. I am currently fostering some baby cats, for for the sake of the VOD. Oh, hello. I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you. I'm not really good at looking at chat. But if you say hi, hi, and welcome, and thank you. But yeah, I am fostering some baby cats right now, and I have considered doing a baby cam. That's something that I would like to do at some point. But they're sort of getting to the age where, oh, I hit reverse, oops. They're sort of getting to the age where, like, they're gonna get adopted soon. So, get a turbo boost. Shut the fuck up, man. Oh gosh. Is he doing something shitty over there? Ew. Which one is that? Is that Ludwig? Brush your hair, brother. It's kind of weird that, like, I could be wrong because I'm just not super paying attention to Super Mario. But I think the characterization of the Koopalings is also really fucked up in this show. Like, 'cause I'm pretty sure they're all just, like, obnoxious little babies. And it's kind of a missed opportunity, but I guess they were like, oop, see, this is where it's gonna fuck me if I don't do the boost right. Oh, I get it. It's like timing. Oh, I'm dumb. But, yeah, anyway. I might do baby cam at some point, and I might not. I'm not sure, because I may not have the babies for that much longer anyway. I am keeping one of them, but the others, oh, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm keeping one of the babies, but the rest of them and Mama are going elsewhere. I am a veterinary technician, so, like, I can answer your questions about animals, and I actually love doing that. So if you don't know me and you're watching this, please know I will answer your animal questions if I know the answer and it's, like, a valid question. I do want to reach the point where I'm popular enough to start ignoring people, though. That's my hot take. Oh, ugh. This is not gonna go well. This is not going well for me. And I said this earlier. Oh, Jesus. I really need to be doing the sharp turns thing. I mentioned this earlier, but Dingodile is a speed character. He's honestly a better character if you, are more familiar. He's like Bowser, where the more familiar you are with the tracks, and controls of this game, the more effective a character like Tiny or Dingodile are going to be. Because you can, like, these are the guys that are going to get your top, laps and stuff. I just like these characters, so that's why I am playing Dingodile. Oop. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so fucked. He's right. Oh, he's not up my ass. Anyway. Oh, I got a bot. Okay, let me moderate you, CXP. Let me just figure out how to do that again. I did it for Kilo last night, and who knows if I remember how. I think I go into mod view. Sorry, I, like, started paying attention to what was happening. I was, like, genuinely curious to, like, what's happening to King Koopa right now. Here, I'm gonna mod you, CXP. Kill that man. Kill Artificial Cowboy. Because we only like real cowboys here. Thank you. You know you've made it big when you start getting bots. And by made it big, I mean I have, like, 2 people watching me, and I think that's legit, and I love you. But yeah. So I just like to play as Dingodile and Tiny, or Crash. Those are, like, kind of my main guys. And then I think, like, I had, like, a game as either Pola or Pura, because you could have up to 4 save slots, but I had my own little memory card, my little blue memory card, on the PS1. Is the Twitch chat not working on my overlay? Or is it? Hold on. Hold on. It's not even working. Oh, it is working. I'm just dumb as fuck. Okay. It's working. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh my god, I love those little armadillos. They're so cute. I never really played that much as Coco. Coco was more of, like, my sister's character. She would play as Coco. Like, we kind of had, like, an unspoken thing that, like, I was Crash and she was Coco in this relationship. So that's just how it was. And that's how it is. But so I really just didn't play as her. But I like Coco. I think that she's fun, and I like that she's smart, and Crash Bandicoot himself is, like, a real stupid idiot boy. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about how, I'm not sure if this is, like, a thing that I'm going to do long term or not. I don't really care about viewership because I can sit here and yap at myself for hours and it doesn't matter. But I want to get better at yapping to myself. I do a lot of... So again, I'm a vet tech, so I do a lot of talking to myself, which the reason that that's relevant is because you have to really, like, openly communicate what you're doing, as, like, a time management thing with your coworkers. So I just kind of developed the habit of talking to myself. So I didn't, it's not like, I'm not telling you this because you're responsible for me. I'm telling you this so you know I'm doing it. That's my justification for learning to talk to myself. Good boy. So I'm not too bad at sitting here and yapping. I just don't always know if I have the most interesting things to talk about. So feel free to ask me a question and I will go on, like, a rampage about whatever it is if it's a topic I'm interested in. But yeah. I think Polar is so cute. I used to really like Polar. My friends growing up, I'm sorry about him. It's really not a good look. It's really not good. I, like, kind of don't even want to listen to him talk because it's, like, just really not good. Forgive me, but don't forgive Crash Bandicoot for its caricatures. Cancel him. Like, 30 years later. Oh, all of the boss characters are characters you can unlock, too. I swear to God, I'm, like, so close to getting the timing right. I honestly think Papu is easier to fight, than Ripperoo. Oop. Oh, that was so dumb of me. That was dumb of me. Because he throws more items, but they don't block your fire. Like, the potions don't, they don't stop your missiles. So long as you get missiles, you're gonna be able to, like, beat his ass. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, well, part of what's up with these boss fights, too, is they... Oh my god, I sped up. I did not mean to speed up. Oh my god, I'm so fucked. I need to remove that from my controller. Oh my god, he's so ahead of me. Hold on, I need to restart. I, like, truly don't use speed up for most of the time I'm playing PS1 games. There we go. But, like, when I do, it's for a specific reason. But I'm gonna be hitting the trigger buttons a lot because that's how you do this, like, boost shit. And that is what you have got to do the boost shit, at least on those curves, turns, whatever. Kernels. What? He even makes bad noises whenever you hit him. This is, like, stuff that I was, like, obviously completely ignorant of as a kid. Like, why they chose to do this is beyond me. Oh, I should be doing that turn way better. I really like this map once I remember how to play the game. Because doing these turns is super satisfying whenever you're getting the timing right. It, like, feels amazing to get those turns right. I don't have his path memorized, obviously, so I don't really know the best place to put, like, the nitros and the TNTs. Woo! But I'm not really sure how long I want to play today, either. I know I mentioned my hair appointment, which that's at noon. I have plenty of time. It's, like, what, 9:30, something like that? Mostly just kind of exploring the concept of early morning streaming. Early morning as in, like, before 10. Oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, God. Oh, God, oh, fuck. Don't screw it up now, Dingo Dial. Don't screw it up now, Dingo Dial. He's gonna start potioning at me. Oh. Okay, and, like, the red potions are thrown. Oh, I think I reversed again. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, no. Oh no, I'm done. It's over. It's so over. I am not going to be able to catch up to him in time. This one's kind of hard. Yeah. I should be rewinding. I, like, genuinely... I'm going to be here for a little bit, I think. Okay. The voice that they have for Luigi in Mario 3 and Super Mario Super Show it's so good. It's, like, kind of peak Luigi voice, if you ask me. Like, no offense to Charles Martinet, who's obviously the king of the universe. Like, I just think, like, this kind of, like, New Yorker... Okay, what if I rewind? What if I fucking rewind? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in Papu's, like, torture chamber. Something I would also really appreciate, over time are suggestions for games to play. What games would be interesting to watch, like, a dumbass play. That sort of thing. What sort of games are fun to yap over. Stuff like that. The whole reason that I even wanted to start streaming... is kind of as a distraction. Like, it's something that I've always wished I could do more of, but something that I, like, kind of lacked. Oh, I'm so dumb. Hold on. I might have to unbind that, like, right now, because this is, like, so problematic for me. And it's, like, gonna fuck up this whole race, because I have to turn so much that I'm going to hit the trigger buttons, and that's, like, what I have my shit bound on. Oh, if I had hit that trick shot, that would have been amazing. I'm gonna try to focus a little bit, but, like, good luck. Haha, good luck, right? I don't really focus well. You may know this about me. Did that hit him, or did that almost, like, turned back around and hit me? Which I don't even know if you can do that. Fuck me. Oh, I'm fucked. These sharp turns, they're so brutal. The penis. Guess what I did again? Guess what I fucking did? Watch me, like, flush this game immediately because I can't beat Papu. Like, the second boss of the game. I'm just gonna be here forever, I think. I'm gonna be here forever. And I am gonna rewind because I kind of want to, I want to move past this guy. This is really not the guy that I want to be stuck on. Like, for a few reasons. I don't want to hear his noises anymore. I don't want to be on his level, even though his level is really good. Like, design-wise. That's something I really respect about this game. I think the courses are all very good. The one thing I will give credit to for, like, the original team who remade Crash 1 through 3 is that they did a really, really good job on CTR. It's, like, basically 100% authentic to its source material. And I loved... Oh, shush, man. I'm kind of surprised he has nipples, but I guess that's more of, like, a Japanese game thing, where they, like, just don't put the nipples on them. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just thinking about Final Fantasy 14 and how, like, in 14 you very explicitly, like, as a male character, you do not have nipples. If that matters to you. Is this a new level? Wait a sec. The Super Mario Brothers. Oh, this is just a coin challenge. So that's another thing this game has. Is, there's specific courses that are, like, just coin challenges or just time trials. And really, like, if I was astute with my playthrough, I would be doing them. But I'm not, and I don't care. But I am going to save my game. And I'm going to take a sip of iced tea. Because I was too lazy to make coffee this morning, so I made iced tea. Well, I had iced tea in the fridge, and I'm drinking it for caffeination purposes. This is the load save screen. One of my favorite pieces of advice in this game, is whenever Uka Uka specifically says, if you get a TNT crate on your head, start hopping immediately. Like, something like that. I really like the Snow World. I have such fond memories of this game. I kind of don't even remember, like... I don't remember how old I was. I don't remember where I was in my life, necessarily. I just remember, like, feeling so fondly for this game. The evil Koopa family. I kind of respect Super Mario Super Show and Mario 3 for, like, really taking to heart the fact that Mario and Luigi were, like, kind of designed with, like, a plumber motif for some reason. I would be really curious. I'm sure it's, like, very well documented, but, like, why plumbers was, like, the go-to career choice for Super Mario and Luigi at the time. Oops. Gosh, dang it. Oh, you know what? That worked out in my favor. Cheating is good, actually, and it's awesome. So, yeah, I would be curious to read that, because I'm sure it's out there. I've just never necessarily read it myself. I'm sure it has something to do with Donkey Kong and, like, the original design Bible for Donkey Kong. Like, back when, like, Mario was Jumpman and whatever the fuck. Like, they probably just designed him that way as, like, a character distinguishing... Like, he had distinguishing features and colors, because they had such a limited space to work with for sprite design on, like, an arcade panel, or what do you call those? Cabinets. Arcade cabinets. But yeah, I'll look into that sometime, because I'm actually really curious, like, why is he a plumber? Especially, and it's kind of a bit of a miracle in some ways that Mario popped off the way that he did as, like, an iconic mascot. Because his design, like, in terms of, like, character design, obviously, like, he's, like, strong silhouette, whatever the fuck pretentious artists say. I say pretentious, but it is a genuine thing, a character design. I just, like, I roll my eyes sometimes whenever people are like, your silhouette could be stronger. Like, they mean well, but also, like, shut up. That's just me as a character designer. Like, don't fuck it. Oh my god, that Chode! Oh my god, he's so ugly. um, Jesus, they really like to scream. I feel like that's a thing in like cartoons. I'm gonna fix the way that this is structured. Can I do that real quick? I don't like. I think we're done the caricature part. But then, I mean, there's also, no, I think that's it. I think it's just Papu. I don't think that Komodo Mo and Komodo Joe have, like, racist accents, but I could be wrong. I really don't remember. Don't hold me to that. I'm pretty sure they just kind of sound like lizards. They're just like, hey, what's up? That's my imitation of them. But anyway, I do really, actually, now that I think about it more, I think I do want to do some drawing on stream at some point. I think that could be really interesting, because I don't often talk through my thought process when, like, designing a piece, because I'm, like, working by myself. And another thing that I wanted to kind of keep myself accountable for is time management whenever I draw. Because I do a lot of, like, stepping away or getting distracted by YouTube or some shit like that. And it would definitely be better for, like, me as an artist to stay a little bit more committed to my, my time. Whoa. My time management, like, as an artist would probably be better. I love that she says Bandicoot power. This was an age where, like, we were really into that girl power shit. Like, I think, I want to say it was the Spice Girls. I feel like the Spice Girls really elevated, like, the girl power movement. Because they were like, girl power, and, like, all that shit. It's, like, Spice Girls and... Is that it? Maybe. There were other girl bands. Shoot, what are those guys called? They're, like, Irish, I think? They're that Irish girl band, Bewitched. Yes, I know about Bewitched because of Pokemon, the Pokemon soundtracks. Because for some reason, 4Kids and the Pokemon movie soundtracks didn't actually put tracks that were played in, like, it wasn't actually the movie's soundtrack. It was, like, pop music that they thought, like, kids would want to buy on CD that were not featured in the movies at all. Or if they were, it was, like, very minimal. I think Pokemon the movie 2000, had a little bit more songs, like, from the actual movie. Because it had, like, the little, like, the Pikachu Blossom dance and, like, that kind of shit. Oof, I am so bad at these turns. Glad this game's piss easy, to be completely honest. You know, I am actually really curious, because, you know, everybody's like, who's Bowser Jr.'s mom? Who's the Koopa Kid's mom? Or is this, like, another situation of, like, Koopa, like, what's the best way to say this? Like, self-impregnating was what came to mind. But, like, he's, like, an asexual in the, like, most literal sense, and not in, like, an LGBTQA sense, where he, like, can reproduce with himself. That's gonna be my headcanon. I'd actually love to believe that he is both asexual in a reproductive way and asexual in a sexuality way, because I think that Koopa himself wouldn't necessarily be intersex. But that's just my hot take. Maybe somebody else online has a different opinion about that, and I don't want to know it, because I don't care. But I did, my iced tea has... Oh, I love the sea lions. These sea lions are so fucking cute. And they are sea lions, they aren't seals. Know the difference. Please, if you're going to watch me stream video games, know the difference. If you don't, get out of here right now. Also, as, like, one of, like... Oh no! Oh, that's so bad for me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're restarting. This is too painful. This is like probably where the game starts getting more strict about knowing the controls. I will, like, as I continue to stream and continue to work through this, like, figure out better layouts and stuff to, like, make sure I can, like, read chat and also still play the game. And there's, like, plenty of resources for, like, good stream layouts and stuff. I'll work on that. But I might create some art pieces to kind of spice my channel up a little bit. I feel like a real streamer whenever I say my channel. Like, that's awesome to me. God, I am not looking forward to Cortex Castle. Because Cortex Castle is, like, it's a really turn-heavy level. It's basically like Papu Papu's place, but with a little bit more, like, hazards that can hurt you. Oh god, the cat's right behind me. I think I was talking about Bewitched, and the Pokemon movie soundtracks, but something you will learn about me is that I can incredibly easily distract myself. So forgive me. I do have ADHD, like, legit, I do have it. So if I start, like, talking about one thing and immediately talking about something else, like, you're just gonna have to deal with that. That is who I am. Ooh, that was really smooth. But Bewitched has a couple of really good songs. Notably, so the song on the Pokemon the movie soundtrack, I don't remember what it's called, but I remember specifically the line, "Don't be a brontosaurus," which I think is one of the most interesting ways to to be like, to say, like, don't be an old fuck, like, don't be a stick in the mud, don't be a brontosaurus. Like, I think that's awesome. And I really truly don't know what they meant when they said that. If it was just to be, like, a quirky way of saying don't be a fucking, like, don't be a drag, basically. I'll go this way and see if it's any different. If it's any better. No, it's the same. It's literally the same. What I would love over time are suggestions for cartoons to watch too. Because I would love to watch new, like, cartoons I haven't seen that aren't necessarily, like, they're part of somebody else's childhood. You'll have to forgive that I won't pay 100% attention to it because I'll probably also be gaming. But maybe that's something I can do whenever I do a drawing stream or something like that too, is, like, put on, like, an older cartoon that I'm not gonna get in trouble for streaming. I don't know what, but I will say, like, superhero cartoons are out. Don't suggest to me a superhero cartoon. I'm sorry, but, like, I like so few of them. You can tell me that Batman Beyond is good, and I believe you, but I'm not going to watch it because I don't care about Batman. I would rewatch Teen Titans, and that's pretty much it. Superheroes were just never really my thing. And I don't respect them. This is the long and short of it. I do not respect superheroes, and I will not humor them. Don't ask me why, I just don't like them. Ew. Oh my god. That would kill that guy. That's oil. Help him. Oh my god, help him. Okay. I think I just did Polar Pass, right? What's this level? Tiny's Arena. Oh, this is a good one. Tiny Arena reminds me a lot of, like, Waluigi. Is it Waluigi Arena in Mario Kart, Double Dash? Maybe. It's either Wario or Waluigi's Arena, and I don't remember whose arena it is. But, I mean, it's a Coliseum level, you know, like, or like a stadium level. But I really like the aesthetic of it. It's very, very cute and very fun. It's like Monster Truck Arena, that's what it is. It's just like a very fun, like, I like the mud, I like the dirt. I like the, skyscape here, like the skybox and the little tiny tigers. The little, like, what do you call that? What do you call that? Neon light, tiny tiger. I really like those, and if they were smart, they'd have merchandised them. They still could, but they won't. Oh, this is a rough level. This one's kind of tough. Especially if I'm not doing the turning thing right, which I'm still really not. The noises that they have Crash make in this game are so weird. Like, who knows what's going on in that guy's brain? Perhaps nothing. At least they don't have him talking, though. I think when... what game was that Crash Bandicoot, like, said words? They should never have ever thought that was a good idea. Like, Crash Bandicoot, he's wordless, he's sexless, he says whoa, and that's it. Like, this is like the design bible for, what do you call that guy? Sonic the Hedgehog? Where they're like, Sonic cannot have a love interest. People can be interested in Sonic, but he cannot reciprocate those feelings. Like, thanks to Sonic 06. Was it Sonic 06 that decided that? Because Sonic used to have a girlfriend, and then, like, Sonic 06 happened, and I think it just, like, went so bad that they were like, don't ever fucking do that again. I genuinely like that game. Not from, like, a gameplay perspective, and not even, like, irony poisoned. I really just like... It's very much, like, it's so genuine in what it wanted to be. It really wanted to be this, like, brand new kind of, like, storybook Final Fantasy epic with Sonic the Hedgehog and, like, love and peace and love. If everybody wasn't so irony poisoned, I would genuinely play it. But I don't want to be, like, I don't know, passé. I don't want to be, like... I don't want people to think I'm playing it ironically, so I might just not play it. But I do really, really like that game. And trust me, I had a phase of, like, absolute Sonic 06 irony. Like, as, like, a middle... Like, a neutral positive Sonic fan. Like, I was never hardcore about it. But I did genuinely like Sonic Adventure. Never played 2. I know it's the best one. You don't have to tell me. I have played 2, but I never beat it. Oh, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. Oh, boy. I'm fine, actually. Restore me to my natural loveliness is such a phrase to say. I fell for Cutie Pie Koopa. Oh my god, is that her name? Is her name not Wendy? Her name is Cutie Pie? What the fuck? I should rewatch Angry Beavers again. I have watched it relatively recently. But I would, like, I feel like I could watch Beavers nonstop forever. Not every episode, I've learned, is a banger for Beavers. Some episodes are kind of better than others. As it is with cartoons in general, of course. Oh, it's over, man. It's over. I'm not winning this race. I am not winning this fucking race. But let me see how it plays out. I don't want to give up yet. Okay, I'm not winning this race. I dare you to come. But yeah, I might at some point step away and make some breakfast real quick. Not to be, like, TMI on my, like, bodily function situation, but I had Domino's pizza last night, like, leftover Domino's, and it, like, honestly kind of fucked my stomach up. It didn't help that I was, like, stoned last night when I played mouthwashing, so, like, I was stoned and then like tummy hurt. And if you've ever been in that position, oops. If you've ever been in that position, it's not good, it sucks, and it's bad. Oh, and the reason I mention that is because I have an egg allergy, but I do tend to just ignore it because I like eggs so much. So I guess I'm debating whether or not I want to cook eggs, because I don't have anything else that's like an appropriate breakfast food. I suppose I could make pancakes. I suppose I could do that. A fun fact about me, is that oh my god, is that I really like cooking, even though I'm not very good at it. Personal anecdote, nobody's ever told me I'm bad at it. I think I'm just self-conscious. But one of my, like, biggest... it is a point of self-consciousness for sure, because I'm absolutely afraid of cooking for people. Because, like, it would just break my heart if I made something that I think is really good, and somebody else is like, it's bad actually, and I hate it. So I get kind of self-conscious in advance for cooking for people. So if I, like, ever cook for another person, I have to, like, confirm 1,000 times that, like, they're okay with this meal. And then, like, as they're eating it, I'm like, is it okay? Is it okay? Like, I just want it to be good. I think that, like, there's nothing more satisfying, in my opinion, like, from, like, an I am a mammal perspective than, like, a good meal. So, if, like, I can make something that somebody really likes, it's, like, kind of, like, a big honor to be like, yeah, you made this food and I really liked it. I think that's awesome. Another thing I wanted to think about with streaming was whether or not I want a more advanced a more advanced VTuber sort of thing. I will never do facecam, I'm sorry, I'm just not that kind of confident, and I don't think it's necessary. There are too many faces in the world, but not enough yellow dogs. So I will continue with the use of a fursona, specifically a fursona. I'm sorry for being a furry or whatever. My coworker, one of my coworkers, I had a really interesting interaction like last week. So I'll go into a bit of my jaded history on like furry fandom and stuff. When I was a teenager, I was very much irony poisoned. I was very much like, ew, furry, ew, like, and conflating it with things that you shouldn't conflate it with. But I always really liked, like, anthropomorphic characters. Obviously, I was obsessed with Crash Bandicoot. I liked drawing anthropomorphic characters. But, like, was very, like, anti-label, like, anti-calling myself a furry. Which is not uncommon for that time. I think a lot of kids were like that growing up. And I could be wrong again, I don't want to presume. But it's just, like, kind of the crowds that I was in were very similar socially. And I kind of got my perspective of, like, furry equals cringe from them and from my own, like, self-consciousness. Jesus Christ. I am so dog at this level. So, like, over time, like, kind of accepting furry as, like, a thing that I'm interested in, has been, like, kind of a growth point for me. Because I was never always, I wasn't always this confident about it. And even to this day, like, I'm 30 something. I'm 30 or 40 years old, as that bit from, Aqua Teen Hunger Force says. I'll probably put that on my layout at some point, because I do want to make it clear that I am 30 or 40 years old. I'm 33, for the record. And if you want to look up my social security, it's this, and my birthday is December 27th. But that's all I'll say. So feel free to give me a gift. Happy birthday in a couple of months. Shout outs to my friend CXP, whose birthday is next week. Please tell me what you want to do, because I want to do something Think about it and don't say I don't know. Genuinely. Anyway, if you're listening, which I know you are, but yeah, about furry. So it's kind of been I don't want to say recent, but like recent within the last 10 years development that I've just been like kind of okay with it. In my experience, the older you get, the less you care about what other people think about you because you become more confident in yourself. And that's been kind of a big growth point for me in general, on both a like personal and professional sense. You just kind of gain confidence in your abilities and what you're able to do. And somehow that kind of leads into being confident. Shut the fuck up. You really just said I don't know. Die. Your birthday is next Thursday, which is kind of a rough day for me. But I'll make sure, just because I work and then I come home late and go to bed, whatever. But I'll make sure, unless you want to do something over the weekend, whatever. We can talk about that later. But yeah, like, accepting that I like furry stuff was actually kind of difficult for me. And like going to like I've gone to like furry conventions at this point and stuff, and like I'm definitely not like as deep into like furry fandom as some other people are, but I like being a little animal person. I think that it's fun, and I think that it's a good way for me to express creativity. And I think, like, people who conflate furry with exclusively sexual stuff, which is, again, no shame, you know? If that's your bag, that's your bag. And it's not my place to tell you that you're wrong for it. Because I don't think that you are, first of all. And also, we have better things to worry about in the world to whether or not I think, like, Crash Bandicoot is hot or something like that, you know? Like, who cares? Who genuinely cares? And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's becoming more commonly the perspective. That's what I notice, like, in my peers, but it's also very, like, my peers are very selected at this point. Like, I only hang out with, like, specific kinds of like-minded people. So I never truly know, like, what the vibe in the normie world is until I had this interaction with my coworker. And so I had gone on a date a couple of weeks ago, and it was fine. I kind of went on this date as like a confidence booster for myself. Like, this girl and I had been talking, and you know, I wasn't totally into her, but she would like talk to me daily, and she would like kind of open up with that like hello gorgeous shit, and I was just like, okay, like, cool. Like, it's nice to get positive attention, and I didn't want to lead her on, but I wanted to give her a chance. So when she asked to go on a date, I was like, yeah, sure. So we went to like this Mexican place. The long story short is, like, I was a little bit hungover because the night before I had gotten really high with my friends, and we had, like, hung out with the kittens. So I was still a little bit, like, weed hungover. Show. I wish this game had subtitles, because I cannot... I like, cannot understand him. Crush you. It doesn't help that I have, like, 4 different sounds happening at once. Alright, Komodo Joe's challenge is going to be the Dragon Mines, or whatever this place is called. But I had gone on this date, and it was fine, but I was hungover. Which, when I'm hungover from weed, I kind of just fucking yap even more. So I do feel a little bit bad for her, because I, like, kind of like what I'm doing right now, where I'm just, like, non sequitur talking, was what I did on this date. And it's probably not the most enjoyable thing, like, as, like, a first meeting of somebody, unless you're, like, into the sort of, I don't want to say parasocial dynamic, but a little bit of the parasocial dynamic of, like, somebody's just talking and you are kind of just a bystander to whatever they have to say. I really did try to incorporate like her and her interests more in conversation, but I was just so sidetracked with what I was talking about, which had a lot to do with the baby kittens. Like I talked so much about the kittens. Why was I talking about this? This is exactly what happens to me. I don't remember why I was mentioning the date. Is it why I got into streaming? Oh, furry. That's what I was talking about. So I had said to my coworker, because my coworkers all knew that I was going on this date, because I was pretty excited for it. Just in a general sense, like, oops, I did it again. Where's that image of like Woody or Buzz and Jessie from from Toy Story, and they're like, he did it again, didn't he? I think about that image all the time, especially like in situations like that where like you just keep fucking up in the same way. There's like so many images I need to like put on my layout, and that's one of them. This is a bit of a rough race. I'm gonna hit that minecart. Oh. Good boy. This is the final stretch, brother. Oh. This is in the bag. Nice. Easy. Way easier than Papoose. Luigi, do you like pancakes? Oh my god. So basically when my coworker asked how the date went, I was like, yeah, like, a big, point for me is that you like animals, because, like, I'm a vet tech, I work with animals, I'm fostering animals, like, it's just an intrinsic part of my life. So, whenever I was, like, talking about the kittens and showing her pictures of the kittens, and she was, like, kind of neutral positive about it, I know this sounds like an insane person thing to say, but I just, like, knew it wasn't gonna work out. So when my coworker asked me how the date went, I was like, well, like, I need to find somebody who is just as crazy about animals as I am. And her response was like, oh, but, like, not in a furry way. And I was just like, what? Like, which I know exactly what she's implying, and the implication is very bad. But it's also just like, is this what normies think? Like, this is what normies think furry is like, that sort of, like, you are obsessed with animals in an unhealthy sexual way. Oops. Which is just deeply uncomfortable to think about, especially as an animal professional, but just in general, to think that of somebody presumptively for liking a cartoon animal is so silly. And also just kind of presuming that furry is an exclusively sexual thing, because for a lot of people it's not. But, like, kind of whatever, like, having a little animal persona and, like, Jesus, they're so annoying. Like, whatever that means to you is what being furry means, in my opinion. Like, it's not really a label that I own in the sense that, like, I'm, like, putting it on, like, bumper stickers on my truck, like, loud and proud furry. It's not quite like that. Because I'm not that way with any aspect of my identity. Like, I'm gay, and I'm not gonna be, like... Well, okay, maybe I will be, like, I'm gay and proud, but that's just because that's, like, kind of the social climate right now. But, like, ooh, this level is super cool. But, yeah, it's just, like, kind of a small little facet of myself, that I enjoy drawing little animal people, and I enjoy having a persona and using that as part of my identity. And it doesn't, you know, it can mean whatever it wants to mean. Whatever you want it to mean, I guess is what I should say. And I think that's awesome. Like, I think it is none of my business how somebody else identifies in every sense. It's none of my business. Fuck you. Oh my god, I fucked up again. I'm rewinding, fuck this. Like, you are who you are, and you like what you like, and... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! My controller died! No! No, 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 no. Hold on, I'm pausing. I'm pausing? um, I did not realize my controller was that close to being dead. Hold on. Okay, why does this show have music is a big question. I wonder if they thought they had to. Like, because that was just kind of like of its time. Alright, I just need to plug in, I need to plug in my controller. And then I'm just gonna reset this level, to be completely honest with you. Roy is awesome. Roy Koopa's my favorite one. Like, he's just very funny. Okay, unpause. Don't do that. Don't open Guilty Gear Strive. Okay. But yeah, like, that's my kind of, like, 30 or 40-year-old perspective on furry fandom. I think that, like, or fandom in general, to be honest. You like what you like, and some people will say that it's immature for some reason, and I think that's literally so stupid. Like, who cares if you are an adult who likes cartoons? Who cares if you're an adult who, like, identifies with a little cartoon animal or something like that? Like, why does that matter to you? It does not affect you in any capacity. And if it's not your thing, then you don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be your thing. And that's, like, kind of the anti-judgmental perspective I have on all aspects of identity. Unless it's something directly harmful to other people, obviously. I shouldn't have to say that, but I will. So, I was definitely taken aback whenever she said this to me. And this is, like, a coworker I get along really well with. I was also a little like, wow, she thinks that I am just, like, totally a normie. Like, she doesn't think that I'm, in her mind, a freak. Because apparently being furry to her is being a freak. So, interesting. But also she's wrong, is my long and short of it. But yeah, I was just kind of like, sure, no. Like, I'm not gonna get into it at work, whether or not, like, my coworkers know I like furry stuff. So, who cares? And I'm very guarded with, like, what people know about me at work. And it doesn't really, like, it does probably come from a place of being, like, a fear of judgment. But it's also just, like, I just don't feel like having to talk about it. Like, it is truly, unless you want it to be your business, and you want to contribute some sort of conversation, you're not going to change my mind on certain aspects of my personality. So, just don't bother. If you're into it, you're into it, and if you're not, you're not. That's literally it. So yeah, I was certainly like, huh, whenever she said that to me. Especially because I just don't expect people in, like, a workplace environment to talk about furry. Like, it's just not something I expect. But anyway, definitely weird, and I will definitely never talk with her about that again. But yeah, I never continued seeing that person. I think that date served its purpose, even if that sounds a little bit cold. Like, I think that we both as individuals needed to do that for ourselves. We needed to get out there and, like, start, like, really exploring. No, that's not happening. Not after this race has gone so well. Like, I'm finishing this. Ew, that child is horrible. But yeah, like, whatever. It's so weird to see Mario and Luigi in, like, the normal human world. This, like, kind of, like, Mario and Luigi isekai vibe is not... I'm glad they didn't, like... They sort of kept it up with the Super Mario movie. But, like, I have no idea if that's an accurate representation of, like, Mario's true lore. And whatever, if it is or isn't. Oh, not Pinstripe. Where is this at? Is this on a lower level? I really like this area, too. Oh, Cortex Castle time. This is a really good level. But yeah, I will probably be a 2-hour streamer today. I'm mostly just playing this for as long as I feel like. So once I kind of don't feel like playing it anymore, I'm just gonna stop. Instead of like committing to a certain amount of time or whatever, or a certain amount of progress. I'm glad I'm replaying it though. I really like this game is so solid. And I know I like vaguely talked about my experiences with other racing games, but I do genuinely think that CTR is the best one of its era. Like its controls are solid. There's a skill, like there's a not a skill tree, like a skill ceiling or something like that. Somebody who's smarter with words will know exactly what I'm saying. Oh God, hold on. Hold on, this is rough. But I mean, sure, there's a certain aspect of rose-tinted lenses that I'm sure I'm experiencing with this. But also, like, it's literally just a good game, dude. It's just a fucking good game. Oh, I should not have gone that way. That was a bad way to go. I forget what I was thinking. Thought's gone. And that's another thing. It's like, if I start running out of things to say, I will probably just end the stream. Because I don't know how much people enjoy sitting in silence, watching Super Mario Brothers 3 and Crash Team Racing, but it's not really my vibe. Like, I kind of have to have sound, like, I have to be talking for a certain level of comfort. And maybe that'll change over time as I get more comfortable with streaming. But I kind of do this as a nervous, like, reaction to, is, like, talk a lot and yap. Which kind of circles back to that date experience I had. I was very nervous and very hungover, which is a little bit of the state that I'm in now, just minus the nervousness. I am a little hungover, I'm not going to fucking lie. I had a pretty decent amount of weed last night. And for those who don't know, a weed hangover is not the same as, like, an alcohol hangover, where you just, like, feel like total shit. At least in my experience with weed hangovers, it's been very much like I wake up and I still feel kind of high. What I'm feeling right now is definitely not that intense, which is a good thing. I have a... This is very telling about me and my hobbies, but I have a very high tolerance to the edibles that I take. I have a very high weed tolerance. I should probably get more into smoking weed, because it's kind of like a less, like, you still get the same intensity of high, with the right kind of flower, but it doesn't last as long. You don't really get hungover in the same way unless you, like, really rip it, which I would, I mean, not gonna lie, I'd probably do. I do have a vape pen, which serves a similar purpose, as, like, smoking weed. I just, like, it doesn't work as well, and maybe this, again, has to do with my tolerance, but, like, I have, my experience with the vape is, like, I really have to, like, puff on that shit for a while, to feel any sort of effect, and that's just, like, kind of not what I want from my weed experience. Like, I just want it to work. I don't want to have to think about it working, I just want it to fucking work. So that's why I typically stick with edibles, because I know that they work. And it has become a bit of a thing that I do on my days off. Because, I mean, given my job, I definitely don't want to be high at work. If I worked at, like, Whataburger or something like that, then yeah, absolutely. But, like, since I'm working with animal care and the safety of animals, I definitely don't want to be high while I do my job. And I've accidentally been hungover before, like, going to work and been hungover, and I have to be so careful, because I definitely, like, I do not want to hurt anybody. That should go without saying as, like, a medical professional. But it definitely, like, right now I've just been mostly working reception, because I got a little burned out doing tech. I won't go into it too deeply because it is a little bit personal. But I did have like kind of a big, I had a big breakup not that long ago, and it like really, oh my god, I've never seen that happen before. That's crazy. It did kind of deeply affect my, self-perception, for the worst, and like that sort of stuff. And I've come a really long way since then, which is why I'm okay talking about it. But I definitely, like, it was something that I was feeling at the time, and it really started affecting my work, because I had a hard time concentrating. We're circling back to that ADHD shit I was talking about. This level is brutal. Okay, what if I do this? What if I just fucking cheat? Did that hurt me? This game's fucking cooked. Oh, fuck you. I'm starting over. Yeah, so it is definitely something that I've worked through a lot, but I didn't want to also, like, be taking care of animals. I'm so dumb. I didn't want to be taking care of animals while kind of in this state of, like, I don't know what I want to call it, this state with myself where I, like, wasn't entirely confident in what I was doing. I was distracted. Vet tech and medical care in general, again, should probably go without saying, you don't want to be distracted whenever you're taking care of somebody else. So I, without really going too deeply into it with, right now, or even, like, what I said to my boss, like, I was basically just, like, put me in reception for a while, because as a receptionist at a veterinary hospital, you still have to use your knowledge a good deal. I'm not able to give medical advice, but I am able to kind of lead people in a certain direction. And so having that knowledge as a technician helps in an incredible amount in guiding people. Because without giving medical advice, you have a general idea of, like, what is best for the pet versus what the doctor's going to say versus, like, what people may commonly do. And you just get used to, like, different scenarios. People calling saying, like, oh, you know, not to get too gross, but, you know, sometimes when dogs have, like, diarrhea, they have, like, a little bit, you'll sometimes see a little drop of blood. And it's very scary if you have no idea that that's a thing that can happen, and it's very normal. The reason that happens has a lot to do with stressing of the sphincter, which, again, I won't go too deep into detail, but I do like gross things, so bear in mind I like gross things, and I will talk about gross things sometimes. But the stressing of the sphincter whenever an animal defecates can sometimes cause blood, like a drop of blood, in the same way. It's similar to, like, a hemorrhoid. It's similar to, like, a like, just kind of like a vessel that's been like, stressed, and so it bleeds a little bit. Oh my god, Tiny is so ahead. I am not winning this race, but I should get used to the course. Oh, he's right there. I might be able to make it. I don't believe this. Oh, I should have hit that backwards. I should have hit it from the back, bro. But yeah, so you get a lot of calls for common things that people don't know are common. And so that's where medical, like, knowledge comes really handy. Because I, like, as an anti-capitalist, as some form of communism appreciator, in some degree, I don't really know politics in the sense that I have no idea if I'm using the right terminology. But I do like socialism. And I do believe that we should be doing right by each other. And I always want to do right by the animal, especially, because they have no agency in this situation, you know? Something that's really interesting about veterinary care, as opposed to, like, a regular human doctor, has a lot to do with you can't communicate with your patient in the way that you can with a human. It's very much similar to pediatrics in that way. Where something is wrong, but your patient cannot tell you what. You have to go off of the word of the caretaker. So whenever things are reported to me, I get to de-escalate or escalate, depending, the intensity of that. Oh, I lost big time. The intensity of that situation is really what I'm trying to say. So in the case of a drop of blood in a stool, that's pretty normal, and so I can de-escalate it and say like, hey, why don't you try like a bland chicken and like boiled chicken and rice unseasoned. Try that for a couple of days with your dog. See if that helps with the diarrhea. You can also try probiotics. God damn it, it happened again. He did it again, didn't he? So, that does help a lot with, like probiotics on top of the food can help a lot with like stool consistency. It's like fiber for people, essentially. Sometimes dogs just eat things that they shouldn't, or eat things that disagree with their stomach, just like people, and so do cats, and so do every other animal on earth. That's just part of being a mammal. So, I can tell them, hey, why don't you start here, instead of immediately making an appointment, which some people do really, like, they will just jump the gun and they'll just be like, get me in right now. Like, I saw a drop of blood, get me in. And I get it, because it is scary, especially if you don't know. And it's not a bad idea. Like, oops. It's not a bad idea necessarily to see a doctor if you do notice, your dog has loose stools, and blood in the stool or whatever. Because they will prescribe you medication that will help nip it in the bud pretty quickly. But there are things that you can do at home as well. And that knowledge, having that knowledge and being able to help people, being able to save people money on exams, that means a lot to me too. Because I am, the veterinary clinic that I work for is corporately owned. Corporate wants me to schedule appointments. They want me to put as many things on the book as we can. And I don't necessarily believe in that. I believe that we should have availability for those who truly need it. And if there's stuff that can be done at home, without harming, that is beneficial to the animal, then try that first, as you would with yourself, Did the sound on Mario stop working? Oh, no, it's working. It's just quiet. So, yeah. So being, like, working in reception right now instead of directly as a technician, I think also, like, really has benefits to the individual. And it makes me feel good. Like, I'm not gonna fucking lie. It makes me feel good to help people, and to presumably help pets. So I've been really enjoying it. Like, I've been enjoying reception way more than I thought I would. Although I do think long-term, I would eventually like to get back into tech, now that I'm much less burned out, and much less, personally stressed. I think it would be nice to get back into direct animal care. I also kind of had a bit of a thing with some of my coworkers who were just very not nice to me. I will spare the details, but they're just very, very kind of unsympathetic people when it comes to going through life troubles. So I, ran into that issue as well. Purra didn't even get fucking hit by that? You're kidding me. This game sucks, man. This game fucking sucks ass. And this is like Pinstripe Path or whatever the fuck this level's called. I think it's called like Cloud something. Ooh, this is a really good item to have right here. Pass it on. Yeah, so anyway. Like, I definitely, I think that this job has been a really good fit for me in general. And it's certainly not what I thought I was going to be doing with my life. In the sense that I never thought that it was a field I could get into. So I will always encourage people, like, if you are interested in something, you should pursue it. Kind of no matter what. And even if it's not currently feasible as a full-time career or something like that, like that can make money, which unfortunately is something we have to think about, like, you should just do it. You should do what makes you happy, Even if you're worried, even if you're scared, you should do it anyway. That's my opinion. Um, so kind of like what I've been doing as like a 30 or 40 something is encouraging younger people, like people in their like mid to late 20s, to like really just go for it, you know. um and that's why I'm like that's kind of why I'm doing the streaming thing too. It's because like it's something that I like watching streamers. um and so I figured I wanted to try it for myself, especially because I think it's something that I can do. And I don't really care. Oop. Uh, that was a big oops. Um, I don't really care if I, blow up or not, or like get big. Like, I'm doing it for the love of the game, for the smell of the game, as the Guilty Gear Strive people would say. Um, I wonder what he meant by that. I wonder what Daisuke meant by the smell of the game. um, but I think it's also a great way to kind of force me to reconnect with these games that are meaningful to me and try new things. I'm actually like, it should probably go without saying, but I am so glad that I played Mouthwashing last night. I am just kind of so blown away by what that game had to offer. And it makes me really happy to know that there's such passion in indie game development, or game development in general, but like indie right now is so big. Like, we are in such an era of indie games, that creators can make, these things nostalgic of our childhood, like, kind of easily. Like, I don't want to diminish the skill that goes into making a video game, obviously. Like, I don't want to say, oh, it's easy, but like in the sense that like we have so many accessible tools and so many things that we just didn't have like even like 10 years ago in terms of like game development and art. Like having access to like Blender and Unity and those sorts of things, like we didn't have that back then. How a game was made and like what programs the artists and like the creators used, the programmers used, was much less accessible. And so the more accessible these things become to us, the more chances we have to create something like that truly reflects our expression. And for the everyman, in a sense, like any person can pick up Blender and any person can pick up Unity and start learning game dev. I think that's incredible. Like, I really truly think that we are in such a good era of gaming and like a good era of creation. So that's something that I wanted to kind of get into too while I stream, is I want to hear people's suggestions, like this game really meant something to me, or like this game's really cool, you should check it out. And I may not like everything that I play, and I may not finish everything that I play, but I want to try these things, and I want to like just really give media a chance, get back into my passions. After the breakup that I had last year, I fell into a pretty deep depression for a little while, and it really affected how I consumed media. I played a lot less games. I did a lot less drawing. I did a lot less consumption of like cartoons and movies and things that I just like am truly interested in. And like, not to sound like a little bitch, I don't know a better way to put it. All I do, but I'm not gonna say it today because I'm not as confident in saying, is like this sounds crazy, but like I got high one night after work, and I was just like, I really want to watch The Owl House, because I had never watched it. I had never finished it. I had watched it. And I think like that experience and like that watching that really kind of like, oh, he's Italian. Ew. Like I think watching Owl House was very validating to me, because not only did I feel seen in like the identity of the protagonist, Just being in like a WOW relationship that was good. I know people are like, oh my god, their relationship is too perfect. Who cares, man? Let these kids be happy, you know, and let kids see that, and let everybody see that it is, like, you can be in a happy, woman-loving woman relationship, and that's legit. And, you know, not to mention the other identities of the characters in that particular show. Um, like, it kind of opened my eyes to, like, I really need to get back into my passions, is kind of the long and short of what I'm saying. Which maybe that sounds silly, I don't know. But that's kind of how I got into this. And I don't want to say that, like, being high while experiencing media is a necessity. Ugh, fuck me. Because it's not. I don't want to sound like that I'm overly dependent on weed. It's more so that, like, it helps me relax. And it helps me feel more confident in the things that I'm doing and saying. So, you know, I don't want to encourage anybody to develop any sort of substance addictions or substance dependencies or whatever. But I do also think that, like, these things exist in the world as they do, and they can be helpful, you know. They can bring us I'm so fucking over this jump. They can elevate our experiences in things that we like. So that's kind of, like, the long and short to, like, why I wanted to start picking this up again. Like, just getting back into gaming, getting back into, like, art and expression, trying to stream, trying to do all of these things that, you know, they're things that I care about and things that I like. And like I was saying earlier, oops, you know what? That is okay with me. Because this turn, this might be where I take a break. Because I'm just, like, getting so sick of it. Say good night. Motherfucker. Ugh. Oh my god, did he double up? That's fucked. I'm gonna do one more try, and then if it still isn't going well, I'm probably just gonna take a break. Because it's, like, approaching 11, I should eat something. Start getting ready for my hair appointment at noon. One more try. That was a fake one. That was a fake out. But anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of the long and short as to why I started doing this. And I just think it's fun. I think it's fun to be able to archive my thoughts and where I'm at in this moment. And if it helps, you know, other people connect with themselves in some sort of way, then, you know, it's certainly not a waste of time for me because it's helping me connect with myself. And if it helps other people too, then that's just, like, an added bonus, bro. But yeah, I certainly will never face cam. I'm sorry. I just, like, it's not that I don't think that I don't know exactly how to say it. It's not that I think that it's not that I'm so self-conscious in my image that I couldn't stream it. It's just that I, like, don't want to, you know, like, I respect people who face cam, and logistically, if that helps you get more views, like, so be it. But it's just, like, not really for me in the sense that, like, I just don't think it makes my experience as a streamer more interesting. I don't think, like, having a peek into my life, like, peek into my bedroom or wherever I'm streaming from is a necessity to enjoying the content that I have to do and say. Can you block? Oh, okay. I don't know if you can block missiles with the bombs. Oh, I think he can throw bombs forward, which is kind of scary, but I don't remember. Say good night. Yes, you can. I've learned. Oh. I don't know what Pinstripe is supposed to be. Like a mongoose, I think. I think he might be a mongoose. But yeah. So that's kind of why I don't want to do face cam. But I may look into modeling. I have a little bit of experience 3D modeling. So I may consider making a model or even commissioning a friend of mine once I get some money. To kind of rig a model that I already have or that he's willing to make for me for whatever price. Fuck me. I actually don't accept that. Because things are going so well for me right now. So, like, getting, like, a more comprehensive VTuber may be in the works. Like, it may be in my future. I don't know. Or even a more complicated PNG tuber, because I'm using VitoTube right now. Or V8OTube, I don't know how to say it. I just say VitoTube. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm, like, getting frustrated with it. I'm using VitoTube right now, and it does the job. And I used the Discord Connect to have my friends visible on stream as well. That's what I was using last night. And those sorts of resources are great, and I'm glad they are free and exist. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about accessibility. But yeah, I don't know. I may be interested. I think doing a VTuber may be really fun. Especially, like, because I do have a webcam, I just don't use it. So that might be something that I think about doing. Actually, thinking about it, I may message my friend who does 3D models and see what he thinks and, like, sort of what something like that would run me. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go and get something to eat and take a break from my little Saturday morning cartoon stint. But that's really all I've got to say. I have no idea what consistency level I'm going to have on streaming. It's right now it's just kind of vibes based. And I think that's okay. Like, I'm not serious enough that I need to be like, I stream on this day, at this time. Like, I'm not there yet, and I may never get there. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go make some eggs or something. Goodbye.